Hello everyone, this is Simple Math for You, and our lesson today will be about solving compound inequalities part 1. أهلا بكم في Simple Math for You، ودرسنا اليوم هو حل المتباينات المركبة الجزء الأول. So we will learn today how to solve compound inequalities using the word and or. Compound inequality is two or more inequalities متباينتين أو أكثر that are connected مربوطين بكلمة and or. So we will combine them نجمعهم أو يعني نربط بينهما بكلمة and اللي هي أو كلمة or وهي أو. A compound inequality containing the word and اللي فيها and is only true when both of the inequalities are true. لازم الاثنين يكونوا صح. So its graph will be the graph of inequalities where the graphs overlapping تتداخل تتقاطع تشترك. So المشترك بينهم هو اللي راح يكون حل المتباين اللي فيها and. This is the solution of the inequality including and. This overlapping section that represents the compound inequality is called the intersection. When determine where the graphs intersect, we need to graph them. So أول خطوة, we will solve each inequality separately or individually. Then we will graph them on the number line. نرسمهم على number line. Then we will look for the intersection, which is the overlapping المناطق المتداخلة. Let's take this example. Solve each compound inequality, then graph the solution set. Now we have here two inequalities. So we will solve each one separately. We will solve this one alone, as usual, 5 plus 6, 11, and they are combined with and we will take this here, 6. Now, if you have here the number line, as you see here, we have 2 points to look at, 11 and 6. On the number line, 6 comes to the left of 11. Now, the first inequality solution, if less than 11. So if less than 11, so it's an open circle. Less means to the left of 11, and this is the first inequality. I will use another color to indicate the solution of the other one. So if more than or equal to 6, it's closed circle at 6 because it's more than or equal. More than or equal, so it's to the right. And we will have shading to the right. Now, as you see here, which area has the overlapping? مين اللي فيها تداخل؟ مين اللي فيها لونين مع بعض? Which one has the intersection? It's between 6 and 11, as you see here. So the solution here will be all values of x such that, of f, we are using f here, such that f is more than or equal to 6, because here closed circle at 6, and less than 11 at the same time. So f is between 6 and 11, including the 6 and not including the 11. This is another way to write an and inequality. Now, as you see here, we have 3p plus 7 is between more than minus 5 and less than or equal to 22. Actually, we can solve this using two techniques. The first technique is to convert it to two different inequalities combined with and. مثل ما درسنا يعني it is this way. They are combined with and the other inequality is this one. So we will take this alone and this alone. And we will solve each one separately. I'm taking the 7 here. So it's minus 12 less than 3p, dividing by 3, minus 4 less than p, so p is more than minus 4. And the other one, I will use the same technique, 22 minus 7, 15, dividing by 3, so p less than or equal to 5. If you use inequalities here, we have here minus 4 and 5. At minus 4, it's an open circle. At 5, it's a closed circle. Let's see here what will happen. We have p more than minus 4. So it's to the right of minus 4. We have here p less than or equal to 5. So here is the other inequality to the left of 5. And we have here the combination, the intersection is between -4 and 5. So the solution is all values of p such that b is p between the -4 and 5. It is open at -4, so no need to put an equal sign here. Closed at 5, so I put equal sign here. This is one of the techniques. Other technique that I like actually is solve them all in the same line. Means we have here, this is the original inequality, less more than -5. So we will deal with them all on the same line. This is 22. So what shall I do? I know that I need p alone. I need this p alone. So first of all, I will subtract 7 from both sides, from all sides. So I will end up with 3p less than or equal to 15 this side, -5 minus 7 is -12. Also, here I have a problem, which is 3. So I will divide by the 3, all sides. And this will be p less than or equal to 5, more than or equal to -4. As you see here, it's exactly the solution that I have here. Actually, I have also done a mistake here. This is more than only. Yes, I copied here this one. Exactly the same solution here. So we can solve any technique you like. If you feel that this way is better for you, so use it. Let's see now an OR inequality. What's the difference between OR and AND? Let's solve each one separately. Adding the two, so 4m more than 24, dividing by 4, so m is this way, and it is less than or equal to 6. For this inequality, we will take the 5 alone to the other side, -3m less than or equal to -18. Dividing by -3, remember you are dividing by a negative number, so switch the sign of the inequality. Now let's go to the number line and put the values that I have here. So we have here m6 only is everything here is on 6, about 6. So what shall we do here? M less than or equal to 6 to the left, M more than or equal to 6 to the right. As you see here, the solution includes everything, all the numbers. As you see, it combines all the numbers to the left and to the right of 6, including the 6. So in this case, the solution is all real numbers. So any real number will include that. Remember, in OR, we are not looking at the intersection. We are taking the union. Everything inclusive, this part or this part. The AND, we are taking the intersection. The intersection here, in our case, if it is AND, they will take 6 only, by the way. But if it's OR, so we'll take anything shaded. We have 2 more inequalities, or 4. Nine minus 5, which is 4. Now dividing both sides by -1, because we need the y, we will switch. So we are multiplying by -1, or you can say divide by -1. So y less than or equal to -4. Here, 3y less than -5 minus 4 is -9, dividing by 3. So y less than -3. Let's check here what happens. We have here -4 and we have here -3. At -4 the circle is closed، دائرة مغلقة عند -4. عند -3 دائرة مفتوحة open circle. Let's shade y less than or equal to -4, so it is to the left of -4. Let's use another color. y less than minus 3. So we are here. So what are the intervals, or what is the interval that includes everything, any color? As you see here, if you include the brown color and the purple color, that means your solution here will be all the values of y such that y is less than minus 3. Because if you take this minus 3, it will include the brown and the purple color at the same time. So we have y such that y is less than minus 3. The shading رسم على number line على خط الأعداد بيساعد كتير في معرفة الجواب. Perfect. Let's see number 5 here. Solving normally. Switching the sign. This is the first inequality. Now we have and, remember. 6a, I'll take the 14 there. 10 plus 14 is 24. Dividing by 6. So a more than 4. Or a more than 4. We will switch and we will see what happened here. Now, let's check now what happens. We have two inequalities as we have done many inequalities before. We have minus 4 and it's closed at minus 4. We have 4 and it is open at 4. Let's check one by one. A less than or equal to minus 4. So we have here minus 4 and below including the 4. The other one, I will choose another color. A more than 4. So 4 and above. Now remember we are combining them using and. And means we are looking at the overlapping area, المتقاطعة, المتداخلة, اللي فيها اللونين مع بعض. Is there any region here including both together? Actually there is nothing. ما في ولا منطقة فيها اللونين مع بعض في نفس الوقت. إذن ما في مشترك بينهم. That means here the solution is phi. No real numbers inclusive both. لكن لو كان or نفسها بالضبط or, so the solution will be this or that. You will list both of them. We are taking the pink and the brown areas at the same time. Another inequality. Yeah. I will solve as usual. Okay, and they are combining by or. Dividing by minus 3, so n more than minus 3. Remember, when you divide by a negative number, again, when you divide by a negative number, switch the sign of inequality. We have only one number that we have to look at, which is that's negative 3, and it's open circle. As you see here, we have an interval which is below the minus 3. This is number 1. Number 2, we have above the minus 3. So what is the solution? The solution including any, or means any, the union. That means it includes all real numbers except the minus 3. We can say that x, or n, actually, it's n, such that n does not equal to minus 3. Or we can say all real numbers except the minus 3. Or we can say, mention it, as we have here the solution. The solution is n more than minus 3 or n less than minus 3. We are combining those together. Simply. So everything can be used except then a minus 3. If it was greater than or equal, less than or equal, then the solution will be all real numbers because it will include the minus 3. Last question in part 1 is this inequality, which looks big one. As you see here, we have an and inequality. If there is a number or a variable between two expressions, then it's an and inequality. So we can divide it into two and inequalities. This is the first one. And this is the second one. And they are combined with and here. We will solve each one individually, graph it on the number line, then we will look for the intersection. Now, as we get used to combine the A's together, and we will switch the sign since we are dividing by a negative number. 4/8 is half. Okay, now next one. Now, going to the number line. We have two numbers here to look at. We have the -3, and we have open circle at -3. We have the 1/2 half, and it's closed circle there. Let's check one by one. A less than or equal to 1/2, so it's to the left of 1/2. I'll use another color. A more than -3, so it is over there. Is there overlapping? Yes, as you see here, this is the overlapping, the region that includes both colors, المنطقة اللي فيها اللونين مع بعض. So the solution will be all the values of A such that A is between two numbers, the -3 and 1/2. Knowing that it's open at -3, so we will not put this sign equal. And it is closed at 1/2, so we will put that one here. And with that, we are done with part 1 of compound inequality. See you in the next part. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.